All right, I'd like to go ahead and make a Blackboard tutorial, excuse me, that'll walk you through your Blackboard just a little bit. So let me go to our developmental reading course. All right, I'm going to view as a student, and then I'll go ahead and share my screen. There we go. All right, so again, I just want to walk us through, there we go. Yep, you're seeing what I'm seeing. So I'm just going to kind of walk us through Blackboard a little bit. And as we go through, I want you to remember that this is a 1 credit hour course as opposed to a 3 credit hour course. So most courses that that go towards a degree program are 3 hour courses. And so this is a 1 hour course. And all I want to see is that we have read the book, The Giver. Right, that's really all that I want to see is that we have read the book, The Giver. I do have a few copies of the book outside of my office at ECU, which is in Horace Mann at 336. So if you go into Horace Mann 336, you'll see a lot of copies, a few copies, about 12 or so, 8 to 12 copies of The Giver by Lois Lowry. But you also will have it right here, right? So here's the full text link. So here's a link to the Google Docs full text, The Giver. You can download it once. It does expire after a little while. Excuse me, but it does last the duration of class. Goodness, excuse me, I'm sorry. So that full text, that Google Docs text will last for the duration of class, right? But it will expire after a couple months or so. But there is the full text. And so you can click on that and it will go to, I don't really have any preview or whatnot because I am, okay, good. I don't have a preview because can I exit out of just that? You're right in the way. Anyway, because mine already expired, but yours won't, right? And then here's the Giver movie and books links. You can also watch the Giver this week in order just to kind of get a feel for it, get an idea. All the questions on the tests and the discussion boards, they are based on the book and not the movie, but the movie will help you understand the book. It'll help you grasp the book if you want to watch the movie. The movie is for free on, is it also it's a Daily Motion. So it's a Daily Motion. It's for free. You're able to watch the movie for free here. All right, so I'm gonna go back to let me pause that. You can watch the movie. All right, and again, that's really all that I want us to do. That's what our welcome says. Let's see, welcome. Put that somewhere anyway. It says, reach back and grab reach back and get some popcorn, put on your pajamas, and let's look at The Giver. All right, so then we're going to go into the first module, and each module has a discussion board, a discussion board, a journal entry, 2 journal entries, and a quiz. So a discussion board, 2 journal entries, and a quiz. All right, so this discussion board, so assignment number 2, this discussion board, the society in which Jonah lives is unusual. Choose one aspect of the society that you believe is far different from your society. By January 19th, students need to discuss one way in which Jonah's society is far different than your society in at least 5 sentences. After posting once, students will need to respond to 2 other students' posts. All right, so we need to get that finished. We need to really be posting by today. We really need to be posting that today and tomorrow. So that way by the 19th or the 20th, we can respond to 2 other people's posts. So you guys need to make sure that you respond there. Okay, make sure you get that assignment number 2 done. And I will put that in the announcements here in just a moment. All right, and then we're going to go to a journal entry. So this journal entry says, journal about a recipe, advice, a memory remedy from your family and or culture that was passed down to you and you plan to pass on to the next generation. When and how did you learn it? Right, and here's my example. My grandma cooked for 9 kids. My dad was like number 6 or 7, but I was his last child. So my grandma taught my sister how to cook, but I was too young. So my sisters taught me a lot of our grandmother's recipes. right? And so here's some ideas. So there's my journal entry, just a recipe that we learned, a remedy like boiling water, something like that that we learned. And so we need to get those done also. So that assignment number 2 and 3, we need to get done pretty quickly. I'm actually going to go ahead and put that announcement. And you need to move. I'm in student preview. I'll put that announcement here in just a moment. All right, so that's really what we're looking at with module number 1. We are looking at just a discussion board. A journal. One of the journal entries is about you, right? One of the journal entries is about you. And then, all right, and the next module will soon find that Jonas is to be the new receiver of memory. For this journal, let's understand what the receiver of memory means by describing what you believe receiver of memory means to you. Then at least 5 sentences, students will journal a memory of their own that defines receivers of memory. All right. I'd say that's our journal for the 22 through the 26. Gosh, so annoying. Anyway, I'm sorry. That is your journal through the 22nd through the 26th. So that is next week, right? So that's our journal for next week. So these modules are in 2 weeks. So week 1, this week that we are in, we need to hop on the discussion board and journal. And then for the next week, week 2, we need to journal from the book and do a quiz. All right, so that's next week. So this week, all you have to do is a discussion board and a journal. And then that's the same thing for module 2. For module 2, we want to have a discussion board and a journal. That's on week, module 2. We need to open up module 2. Assignment number 6, discussion board. Assignment number 7 is journal. Assignment number 8 is journal. Where's I don't have a quiz there. I didn't put in there. We'll look into that. There's our quiz for that one. Anyway, I'll have to look into that. All right, so module number 3. Again, we have a discussion board, a journal, and then a journal. So maybe our quiz was only at the beginning. Anyway, so module number 4 is mostly just discussion boards, and then we have an essay. So module number 4 for those last 2 weeks, we have a discussion board and a receivers of memory essay. So I'm going to look into, because it's supposed to go down to 17 assignments. Anyway, it's fine. We have enough to cover a 1-hour course. And to tell you the truth, I just want to make sure that I say that we are reading. So each week you should really only have like a discussion board and a journal and discussion board week by week. First, we have 4 discussion boards, and after that we have 8 journals and then a couple of quizzes. So I'll look into all that, but there's plenty of work here to cover a 1-hour course and to show again that you are reading the book, The Giver. I forgot to bring my book in, but I do want to read parts of it for you. So I'm going to make plenty of week by week videos. Each week I'd like to post one of these videos where we're going into The Giver together, we're reading it. I am going to set up some Zoom conferences to where you can conference with me and tell me what you're learning. Also, a lot of these discussions I would like to do via Zoom for whoever wants to do them via Zoom with me. All right. So for now, please get the book, look at this book, make sure you can get the Giver full text link, and watch the movie if you want to, but make sure that we make sure you get this module 1 done. Make sure we jump on this discussion board, and then we have a journal assignment. So make sure we get assignments 2 and 3 finished by the end of this week. All right, assignments 2 and 3 are due at the end of this week. Let me know if you have any questions. I want you to do really well. And so I will do whatever I can to help you finish strong. All right, so just stay at it, read through The Giver as best you can, and make sure you do 2 assignments a week. All right, do those 2 assignments a week. Please reach out if you have any questions at all. Go ahead and pause this. And I am going to set up a Zoom conference for our first discussion post. That will be When is that first discussion post? It is by the 19th. So I think Friday, I'm going to go ahead and make a Zoom conference for Friday for anyone who wants to do this discussion via Zoom instead of on here. So if you discuss with me, then I can check you off as here, and you won't have to do an online discussion board. And so if you're interested in that, then, but you don't have to, you can do an online discussion. So I'm going to let everyone know that here in just a moment. All right.